it's Lowdown and I'm back here with another video now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like and I'll happily get back to you. Now, following on from the news yesterday, I did a video about it and the source came from ESPN, Michael Benson, that's where I found it on Twitter. And it was literally news about a possible venue for a potential Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury showdown. Undisputed heavyweight championship of the world is what we all want to see at the end of the day. And there were rumours going around that a potential deal could be done in Saudi Arabia with them willing to put the money up and have the fight taking place over there. Now, since I posted that on my social media, there was just loads of people in my comments, especially on my Instagram, just saying, you know, that they disagree with this, they don't want to see it take place in Saudi Arabia, and you know, they were just totally against it. But since then, I posted that in the morning yesterday, but since then there has been some developments. Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn, they were both on the Sky Sports boxing show from 2 o'clock yesterday. And Eddie Hearn has stated that no negotiations have actually taken place for this fight yet, but venues were being discussed. So make of that what you will, but I'm sure that it was just like they haven't actually sat down with Team Fury to go over the finer details of the fight. But Saudi Arabia were willing to put money up to host it, pretty much. Since then, we've also learned, I got this from Boxing Scene as well, that the camps of both Deontay Wilder and Kubrat Pulev, who are in line to face Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua next, respectively, they're both not having this at all. And it's understandable. Like, they're both literally released statements saying that they're not willing to step aside for anything. And, you know, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are going to have to continue with their obligations, and that is to face those opponents next. Anthony Joshua has an IBF mandatory title defense against Kubrat Pulev, and Tyson Fury is obligated to face Deontay Wilder a third time after Wilder triggered the rematch clause. So talks of a Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua showdown, I guess, are premature right now because they have business to take care of, as well as this whole pandemic that's going on. We're not really going to be looking at a Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua showdown realistically until next year at least, and that they both have to take care of their mandatories first. And then even so, with Tyson Fury, if he defeats Deontay Wilder, then there's Dillian Whyte waiting in the rings. He's been told that he will get his shot by February next year. There is no way I could see Dillian Whyte willing to push back on that for you know, however many longer for the undisputed title fight. He's going to want his shot right now because he's felt that he's waited long enough for his. So considering Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder will probably fight towards the end of the year, if that's even possible, then, you know, the Dillian Whyte fight is likely going to take place early next year. And, you know, where does that leave the undisputed title fight? So are we all being a bit premature with this whole, you know, undisputed heavyweight title fight? Will we ever see it at all? Now, it's going to take a lot of money, I think, to convince either camp to step aside. And when you look at it really with Deontay Wilder and Kubrat Pulev, if they were to step aside, one of them is going to have to step aside twice when you think about it. Because let's say if Tyson Fury wins, for example, let's say him and Anthony Joshua fought, Tyson Fury won. Tyson Fury would then be obligated to face Deontay Wilder next, because obviously he was supposed to face him for the third fight before the undisputed heavyweight title fight. Now, I hope you guys are keeping up with me, but Kubrat Pulev is the IBF mandatory, so he'll be thinking to himself, all right, I'm next. But then Deontay Wilder will be like, no, I'm next. So someone would have to step aside twice. It would all get very messy, I think. And, you know, we all obviously want to see the undisputed heavyweight title fight, but being realistic, it's going to be very hard to make considering all the obstacles in the way. Money talks at the end of the day, and I'm sure that if a lot of money was put up front, then it can get, you know, it can create some movement, it can possibly delay some of these mandatories and everything else. And I do know that unification does trump mandatories, but with Deontay Wilder, for example, that's literally locked in a contract on that one. And IBF are very strict with their rules, so it'll be difficult to persuade them as well. So there are a lot of obstacles in the way of this undisputed heavyweight title fight. Are we jumping the gun a bit by, you know, talking about it and everything else? It is something that we can obviously discuss, but in terms of being realistic for this at the end of this year, I think that's we're probably way off, to be honest. But don't want to create too much of a downer, but it's looking like it will be a long way off before we can see this fight. I hope I'm wrong, because obviously that's what I want to see. I'm sure that's what you guys want to see as well. But yeah, Deontay Wilder and Kubrat Pulev both pretty firm in their assertions that they're not going to be stepping aside and that they want to have a crack at the heavyweight portion of the title next. So let's see what happens, man. At the end of the day, I think that Anthony Joshua will beat Kubrat Pulev, and I think that Fury will beat Deontay Wilder. So, you know, there is still a possibility of the hope next year. But then, like I said, Dillian Whyte is waiting in the rings. Alexander Usyk is waiting as well, you know, for his WBO mandatory shot. So, I mean, it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of negotiating going on before these two can get in the ring. But at the end of the day, it's what we all want to see. But I just thought I'd bring that news to you guys anyway. It was on Boxing Scene yesterday. Very reliable source of information. Boxing Scene always has been. So if you guys want to read out, I'll go check it out. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that anyway, man. I don't want to keep talking about Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. That I don't want to keep talking about that every day. But I thought it was useful to just bring this to light today, that it's not as close as some people think it is with regards to this undisputed title fight. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it all. Drop your comments below and let me know what you guys think of the video. Don't forget to hit like on the way out and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one tomorrow. What's happening, guys? It's Boxing Lowdown here. Click the link in my bio and check out some of our brand new t-shirts which have just been restocked. We have white, yellow, red and black, all going for the low price of £15. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I'll make sure to catch you on the next video.